History is often written by men, about men. We hear about brave kings and great emperors, but sometimes a woman steps onto the throne and the whole world shakes with fear. These women were not just queens, they were warriors, geniuses, and masters of revenge. They didn't just rule their empires, they protected them with fire and blood. From the deserts of Central Asia to the palaces of China, these leaders were more dangerous than any king. Today on 5-Point Historian, we are uncovering the stories of the 5 most powerful queens in history. Before we meet our first warrior queen, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us tell the stories of history's strongest leaders. Now let's travel back to the time of the great steps. 1. Tomyris, the queen who drowned a king in blood. Our first queen comes from the wild steppes of Central Asia. Her name was Tomyris, and she was the leader of the Masagetai, a tribe of fierce Saka warriors. She lived during a time when the Persian Empire was the most powerful force in the world. The Persian king, Cyrus the Great, wanted her land. First, he tried to marry her. Tomyris was smart. She said no. She knew he only wanted her kingdom, not her heart. The tragic bait. Cyrus was a clever general. He left a camp full of expensive wine and food and pretended to run away. Tomyris' son and his soldiers found the camp, got drunk, and fell asleep. The Persians returned, captured her son, and he eventually died. When Tomyris heard the news, she didn't just cry, she promised a bloodbath. The Great Revenge. She sent a message to Cyrus. I swear by the sun, I will give you more blood than you can drink. A massive battle followed. The Saka warriors, led by their grieving queen, destroyed the Persian army. Cyrus the Great, the man who conquered Babylon, died in that sand. The real story, the head in the wineskin. According to the historian Herodotus, Tomyris found the body of Cyrus on the battlefield. She cut off his head and placed it into a leather bag filled with human blood. She looked at the head and said, "You were never satisfied with blood in your life. Now I give you your fill." She was a mother and a queen, but to the Persians, she was the most terrifying enemy they ever faced. 2. Boudica, the terror of Rome. Now we travel to ancient Britain in the year 60 AD. The Roman Empire was expanding, and they were cruel. When the king of the Zetian tribe died, he left his kingdom to his daughters and the Roman emperor. But the Romans ignored his will. They beat his wife, Boudica, and they attacked her daughters. This was the biggest mistake Rome ever made. The red-haired warrior. Boudica was described as a tall woman with very long red hair and a terrifying voice. She didn't stay at home to mourn. She rode her chariot to every tribe in Britain and told them, "It is better to die for freedom than to live as a slave." She gathered an army of over 100,000 people, the burning of London. Boudica's army was unstoppable. They marched to Camulodunum, Colchester, and burned it to the ground. Then they moved to Londinium, London. They killed every Roman they found. History says that over 80,000 Romans and their allies died in her path. The Roman Emperor Nero was so scared that he almost decided to leave Britain forever. The real story, the final stand. In the end, the organized Roman legions finally defeated her in a great battle. But Boudica did not let them capture her. She drank poison to stay free even in death. Today her statue stands in London, near the Parliament. She is a reminder that even the greatest empire in the world can be brought to its knees by a woman with a dream of justice. 3. Zetian, the only woman to rule China. In the long history of China, thousands of men were emperors, but only one woman ever held the title of emperor, Huangdi. Her name was Zetian. Her story is not about horses and swords, but about the most dangerous weapon of all, the human mind. From servant to supreme ruler, Wu started as a low-level concubine in the palace. She was beautiful, but she was also incredibly well-educated. She realized that in the palace, knowledge was power. She slowly moved closer to the emperor, becoming his favorite. After he died, she managed to control her sons, and eventually she declared herself the emperor. The dark shadow of power. Wu was a great leader. She improved the lives of peasants, supported the arts, and made the government more efficient. But she was also ruthless. To stay in power, she created a massive secret police force. If someone was her enemy, they simply disappeared. Legend says she even sacrificed her own baby daughter to frame a rival queen. The real story, the unmarked tomb. Wu Zetian ruled for many years and died at age 80. When she died, her tombstone was left blank. Usually, a tombstone has a list of the ruler's achievements. But Wu wanted her tombstone to be empty. Some say it was because she wanted history to judge her fairly. Others say she knew that her power was so great that words were not enough. She was a woman who conquered a man's world using pure strategy. Isn't it fascinating how these women use different types of power to survive and lead? If you are learning something new about these historical icons, please like this video and subscribe to 5 Point Historian. We have 2 more queens who changed the map of the world. 4. Catherine the Great, the Empress of Steel. Our 4th queen wasn't even born in the country she ruled. Sophie was a minor German princess who was sent to Russia to marry the future Tsar, Peter III. She arrived in Russia at age 14. She didn't speak the language, and she didn't like her husband. But she loved Russia. The coup d'etat. Sophie changed her name to Catherine and spent her nights learning Russian and the Orthodox religion. While her husband was unpopular and strange, Catherine was becoming a hero to the Russian soldiers. In 1762, she wore a military uniform, rode a white horse, and led the army to take the throne from her own husband. Peter was arrested and died soon after. Expanding the empire. Catherine ruled Russia for 34 years. She was a dangerous queen because she was a master of war and diplomacy. She defeated the Ottoman Empire in 2 major wars and gained access to the Black Sea. She took pieces of Poland and expanded Russia's borders further than any king before her. The real story, the philosopher queen. Catherine wrote letters to the most famous thinkers in Europe, like Voltaire. She wanted to modernize Russia. She introduced the first smallpox vaccine to her country by testing it on herself first. She was dangerous to her enemies, but she was a mother to her people. She took a disorganized country and turned it into one of the most powerful empires in human history. 5. Elizabeth I, the Virgin Queen with a sword. Finally, we arrive in 16th century England. Elizabeth I was the daughter of Henry VIII and Anne Boleyn. Her childhood was a nightmare. Her mother was executed, and she was even sent to prison in the Tower of London by her own sister. Everyone thought she was weak. Everyone thought she needed a husband to tell her what to do. The refusal to marry. Kings from all over Europe, Spain, France, Sweden, tried to marry her. Elizabeth said no to all of them. She famously said, "I am married to England." By staying single, she kept her power. She created a secret intelligence service, led by Sir Francis Walsingham, to find and stop every suitor and spy who tried to hurt her. The defeat of the Armada, the most dangerous moment of her life, was in 1588. King Philip of Spain sent the Invincible Armada, the largest fleet of ships in the world, to invade England. Elizabeth didn't hide in her palace. She went to the coast, wore a silver breastplate over her white dress, and spoke to her soldiers. "I know I have the body of a weak and feeble woman, but I have the heart and stomach of a king." The real story, the Golden Age. The English Navy, helped by a lucky storm, destroyed the Spanish fleet. England became the master of the seas. Under Elizabeth's rule, England experienced a golden age of theater, poetry, and exploration. She was dangerous because she was smarter and more patient than any man who tried to take her throne. She started her life as a prisoner and ended it as the most respected ruler in Europe. These 5 women, Tomyris, Boudica, Zetian, Catherine, and Elizabeth, show us that power has no gender. They were put in difficult, often impossible situations. They were threatened by empires, betrayed by family, and doubted by the world. But they didn't give up. They used their swords, their pens, and their minds to protect their people and their thrones. They were dangerous because they refused to be forgotten. They changed the borders of countries and the direction of history. When we think of the greats of history, these queens must always be at the top of the list. Thank you for watching this special episode on the world's most powerful queens. If you could meet one of these women, who would it be? I think I would be a little bit scared to meet Tomyris, but I would love to talk to Elizabeth. Let me know your choice in the comments. If you enjoyed this journey through the lives of history's strongest women, please like this video and subscribe to 5 Point Historian. We have many more stories about the heroes and villains of the past. Stay curious, stay powerful, and I will see you in the next video.